plot so far's inadequate. To my surprise, I am equipped. I've got more bars than Zanny's script. It's time to rise like Lazarus. In all of our hearts, we're passionate, defined by vibes of happiness. We'll follow stars to Nazareth, all defined a labyrinth. They've crossed the line, we're trapped within. They call our martyrs masochists. The altar's charred by pacifists. The autumn sky is black and quick. They stomp the yard while candles lit. It falls apart so blasphemous. The offer starts as sacrilege. They're both defined in savageness. Their modern guards abandoned ship will multiply then handle it with rock guitars and mandolins, plus lots of ties to activists. No stopping the immaculate who prophesied the last events, whose God decides the catalyst. While jotting lines in manuscripts, they drop like flies. I am the shit. Don't wanna die, we have to live. Fall behind with anarchists. Continue past the jagged fence within you. Find you can't exist. Find your strength and manage it. Ignore the other half that flipped towards death they can't resist. Move forward, yes we can persist, while copping scars and damages. That's the thing they can't resist. Can't resist. Forward, yes we can persist. Can't persist or cease to exist. The pagan, the prophet. The pagan and the prophet. The pagan, the prophet. The pagan and the prophet.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Just as Eve was deceived by the serpent's cunning tongue, young minds are led astray by who's certainly to come. Such a breed was conceived by the vermin's running scum. Some died then fed today, to whose mercy is still none. Declaring an oath solely out of anger, ensnaring the host of complete total strangers, as if blasphemy was fine, creating sparks in the garden, or traveling through time, committing sins too harsh to pardon. Unraveling a mind as evil's darkness fully hardens, waiting for the night Mary's fetus meets a hanger, escaping without Christ as baby Jesus in a manger. But the magi were surrounding, they're creating truth and light that surpassed the beast that ease that thought no doubt defeats in sight. Released so bright his powers were vanquished beneath the blight, devoured in anguish thousands of years past. He could strike right now and take us. Be prepared for the task that soon in time we're faced with. The pagan, the prophet. The pagan and the prophet. The pagan, the prophet. The pagan and the prophet.
And ask those of our prophets who we sent before you, did we ever appoint gods to be worshipped besides the most merciful?
The pagan, the prophet. The pagan and the prophet. The pagan, the prophet. The pagan and the prophet.